Just wanted to start off the program now. We are nearly there, 36 seconds to go. Well, that's about time, right? So good evening everyone to everyone who's from the US. I think it's the evening over there in most places. This is Cyril Gupta. I'm the CEO of Technic Force and today I'm talking to you from Dubai and it is a good 5 a.m. over here, early in the morning. Good to see you everyone. Hi Temp, if that's your name. Hey there, Sandy. Tom from Virginia, and Sandy from Florida. Well, let's get started with a round of introduction. Thanks already to Tom and Sandy for telling us about you and where you're from. So, share in the chat. Let me know a little bit about yourself, your name, where you're from, and what time it is, so that I can build some context about who's in the audience today and we can start to get to know each other. Hey there, Ken. Hi, Hank. Hank from Kansas. Good to see you here, Hank. We've got Ken Strain. I think I've seen you earlier on my other webinars, Ken. We got Willie Macon from Atlanta. Jesus Vargas from California. Hi, Jesus. We got Pete from Maryland, Max from Costa Rica. Well, that's a amazing country, Max. In fact, I've read so much about Costa Rica and I certainly want to go there. At one time, I wanted to migrate there. So good to see you here. We have Don Wayman from Florida. Ken, it's 7 p.m. for you, Ken. Eddie from Arizona, 6 p.m. Kurt from Texas. Fred Ham. Hey, Fred. Good to see you back. Lancaster, California. Ken from Dublin, California. Willie Macon, it's 8 p.m. in Atlanta. Terry from Northern Wisconsin. Chris Paris. Hey, Chris. How you doing? Charles Dolan from Sacramento. Kurt. Hi there, Kurt. Leo from Singapore. Kurt from San Diego, just to clarify. We got Anderson from Brooklyn, Wilson from New York, Rosa from Arizona again. And we got a couple of questions already. We got a question from Stephen. We'll get to that, Stephen, in just a little while. Wilson, 8 p.m. NY. Hey, John, there is sound. I think most people can hear me. So try to change the speakers. I think sometimes that works. Geoffrey Jones, of course, long-term supporter. Of course, Geoffrey, I have met you so many times on my webinars. Good to see you here. We got CY. CY has been here again. And Steven says, I'm very tired. Well, Steven, there are credits and we'll get to more information soon. We got Victoria from Idaho. Yes, John, there is sound. All right, guys. So today I am actually very excited about the product and the entire opportunity that I'm going to present to you, because it's very rare that I get to be what I would call on the ground floor of an opportunity, right? You know, there was the late 90s or the early 20s when the internet boom happened, and I was there, but I wasn't building a lot of stuff. I was just getting started. I was 20 something, actually 20, exactly 20 in 2000. And I was getting started with my business, bootstrapped, no cash, just trying to build products. But I could get on board the opportunity and I was able to create something worthwhile. Technic Force, it's been a dream run so far. Now, I think we are on a special journey again, all of us, because we are going to start off a very different journey in social media. So far, the race has been to create content that is powered by human beings, human emotions, human talent. You got to be an actor, you got to be a presenter, you got to be a great designer, you got to have a great voice like Todd Gross, or you got to present yourself really nice, you got to write copy that is amazing. But that is changing, right? Now, AI in the last few months, and I'm going to say last few months, the last year was still the point where AI was kind of getting it right, the beginning of it, in fact, where it started making a solid impact. But now this year, I think, is the tipping point. This is the year when everything starts to get real. Think about visuals, think about audio, think about content. I'm talking about written content, anything that you can think of, images, videos, music, audio, text. It's all going to get very real this year, and it's happening right now. So I'm going to tell you this. I started making this product like some months ago, and when I started off, AI was great, but it's actually happened in the last 2 weeks. I was able to get access to technologies that made everything ultra realistic, right? What I call poor level reality. And that is going to change social media in ways that we did not see before. So here is something that's going to happen. Most of social media is in the future is going to be powered by content not from human beings but from AI, right? I'm talking about visuals, I'm talking about people that don't really exist. The virtual influencer phenomenon, it's already here. And I'm going to tell you this, guys, if you're following people on TikTok, there is a huge chance that a lot of content that you're consuming from TikTok, believing that it is actually real people, is from AI, right? It's so indistinguishable from the real stuff that now you can't even tell in too many cases. So the era of AI slop is over, and the era of real high quality AI is here right now, and that's what we are going to capitalize on. And we have this special privilege to get on the ground floor even today. Yes, because now it's getting real, and if you adopt it today, that is when you get the maximum opportunity to use it for yourself and also for your client. So let's do a quick survey. I want to ask the room, how many of you want to use AI or AI content or ultra realistic AI content, which we'll talk about in a little while, for yourself? And how many of you are actually running an agency? So just drop myself or agency in chat so that I know whether you're not going to do it for yourself or you're going to do it for other people. Myself or agency. We got myself, we got both. Fred says, okay, Fred has got a question. We'll answer that soon. Jesus, myself, Charles, myself, Chris, myself. Peter says agency, both. Ken Strain, myself, Wilson, myself, Francis, myself. So we got a pretty good mix. In fact, people who want to do it for themselves, a lot of you already got agencies. And I would say about 70% probably myself, and the rest 30% either agencies or for yourself too. So both, right? So that's great. That's great. Good to know that a lot of you are ready to create content for yourself. So I'm going to show you the entire opportunity in two ways. Firstly, the technology that I'm going to unlock today and the opportunity that I'm going to unlock today is going to open two doors for you. The first one is creating a virtual influencer, right? How many of you actually know what a virtual influencer is? Take another second out and tell me what you think is a virtual influencer. I just want to see in the answers what you already know. What is a virtual influencer? In as few words as you can, 5 words maximum. Let me know what is a virtual influencer. Okay, so I think, yep, I got this. I got a lot of answers. AI presenter, food influencer, an influencer that is 100% AI. Absolutely right. That's the kind of answer I was looking for. A person that does not exist in the real world. They're only online, but they're so believable and so convincing that you're actually influenced by them, just like you are by a real influencer. You've heard about the big time, big shot influencers. I think there are some really, really famous influencers that have impacted us. There's a family that I can't remember of, three women really, really leading the shot. But now virtual influencers are taking over slowly. The second thing that you're going to get done with this product today is make a digital twin. Now, just like a virtual influencer, digital twins are also online, but they're copies of human beings. So I created my own digital twin and I've been posting all over social media with my digital twin. So they've got images, they've got videos, they've got audio, they've got conversations, all sorts of content created with my digital twin without me having to make any effort. And that was great because now I can be on LinkedIn, I can be on Facebook, I can be on Instagram, and I can code at the same time. I can manage my team at the same time, and I can spend time with my family at the same time because, things just happen using the app, using the program, and I don't have to post, I don't have to write, I don't have to create content. It gets done. So that's what I'm going to show you today. So who's excited? Give me a big yes so that I know you have got attention, and we'll get started with this and I'll show you how amazing this technology is going to be. Also, a lot of people are excited. Charles, Kurt, Francis, Ken, Mark, T. Brown, Vikash. All right, so let's get started right away. So, time to focus, guys. Just focus on the webinar. Put away the television. If you got the phone in your hands, it's time to put it away. Grab a drink and let's get started. So, I've got some content here to set the mood. This is the virtual avatar of me in different situations. Actually, these are not images, they are videos. I'm going to play them now and then we're going to go into the rest of the software. So let's play the first one first.
Yes, this is me. No, I'm not on camera right now. I didn't dress up or set lights. This version of me was created in minutes.
Let's check out the second one.
Just 3 days to go until the iMimic launch. And our first pre-launch webinar is on the 19th at 8 p.m. Eastern. Get ready. Now's the time to start warming up your audience.
So Elong, if I sell on Mars, do I get interplanetary commissions? Only if your funnel converts in zero gravity.
Three different videos, created with three different images.
If I sell on Mars,
and all I did was just give it one source image. So isn't that amazing technology? Videos that I did not even have to pose for.
Just 3 days to go.
Let me go to the next slide. So what you just watched was created by an AI digital twin. This is not me posing and this is not me working for it. So I didn't have to do anything at all to create this kind of videos. And this technology has actually spawned, like I said earlier, an era of successful influencers who are not real. So no matter what niche you can think of, whether it's fitness or food or fashion or business or motivation or technology or finance, in every niche we've got operators that don't really exist in the real world, but they're doing so well. So none of those guys that as you see online influencing, in the new era or a new generation of influencers, they're not even real. They only exist in code, but they're so believable that you can't really imagine that these are not real people or these are not real photographs. Now I'll show you a photograph that I created with AI just a few days ago. So look at this image. I never dress up in suits and I did not wear a formal shirt. This image was 100% created with AI based on one source image. Now guys, who would actually believe here that this image was not real? Give me a yes in the chat if you would absolutely assume that this image was real if you saw it on Facebook. Give me a yes in the chat if you think this image is real if you saw it on Facebook. So Mark says yes, Pete says yes, Nelson says this is real, Michael Wilson says this is real, right? So that's the kind of impact. You can create images now or you can create content now that looks absolutely real. So imagine me now, I have a digital twin that just takes care of the work and I don't have to worry about creating content at all. So that is the best advantage of digital twins. And you can bet that every CEO, every CXO, every business owner out there, whether they're running local businesses or running online businesses or running e-com shops, they want this technology today. The reason is it takes away the work from them and it lets them do what they want or what's important for them. So with this tech, you can actually create an income that is very real, no matter what way you want to go. Whether you want to create a virtual influencer and target niches that were unavailable to you in the past, or you want to create digital twins for yourself, make yourself more marketable on LinkedIn, reach a bigger audience on Instagram, reach a bigger audience on Facebook, or do that as a service for other businesses, the income can be absolutely real, right? Not virtual money like Mark says. So what's going on, right? This image too is not real. I created it with my own software, iMimic, but look at the pore level consistency. It got all my imperfections down to the bat, along with the little scars, along with the wrinkles, every little single thing, right? It's got it down there. So that is really unbelievable what we can achieve. And let's try to make the best use of it. So I'm going to show you now some people, some samples that are going to be telling you the kind of opportunity that is. So it's going to be kind of mind blowing when you see the numbers. But before we get to that, just let me show you this image because, this is what really explains the entire thing to you. So you've got two people on the screen. One of them is obviously me, and you've seen a bunch of photographs that look similar because I created them all with the same design, the same source material, and the same design requirement. But the second person that we have on the screen, they don't exist. They're not a real person. So I've actually earmarked that over here. One of them is a digital twin of me, and the lady is actually a virtual influencer. So both of these images are looking real, absolutely believable, but the left one is not in the real world, and the second one is a digital twin of me, right? So virtual influencers and digital twins are starting to trend right now. In fact, they've been trending all through 2025 too, but they actually looked like virtual influencers in the past. They looked a bit unreal. They were still making a lot of money, but now is the time when they start coming into the real world, and people start thinking of them just as regular content, not as virtual influencer content, right? So we're going to take a look at some of the influencers soon. Influencers who've been generating a lot of money for their creators, right? Creators like you and me. Now, I'm going to be sitting in my room in a place somewhere. I don't have to worry about posing. I don't have to worry about studios, about lights, about cameras. And I don't have to worry about whether I have the physical presence or the body language or the appearance that suits my niche or not. All of that can be managed. You can generate money with your virtual influencer, and brands love that. I'll tell you why brands love that: because it solves a big problem for them. They actually get access to a content creator or a content persona that they can rely on, right? A virtual influencer is not gonna desert them. They're not gonna change. They're not gonna demand more money. They're not gonna get older. They're gonna be available to them anytime they want, right? And they can post them, they can use them in any product, any issues. There's no issue at all. So that's why lot of brands are actually migrating to virtual influencers. And even if they don't use them exclusively, nearly every brand is going to make it a part of their brand strategy. 70% of all brands plan to use virtual influencers ASAP, right? And this is not just for brands. Creators plan to do that. Like, I'm a content creator, I do a lot of marketing content nowadays, and I'm using virtual influencers. Coaches will want to do that. They will want to create nice images of them talking. They will want to create little clips of them dispensing wisdom to share on Instagram and other places. CEOs will want to do that. They want to be influencing their audience on X, right? And this is very handy for that. E-commerce brands will want to do that because they want to have images of people with their product or people modeling their product. And that is all possible without spending a lot of money if you can get a virtual influencer to do this. So this technology, this market is actually booming right now, and it is worth about 35 billions already. But by 2035, this entire market of virtual influencer content is going to be worth about $300 billion. It's a huge number, guys. But this is where we get in. This is only 10% of the market yet. And if you get in today, you'll get to be there for the entire ride, and you will get to make money all through this journey. So again, let's not forget the reasons why people want virtual influencers or digital twins. Low cost. Yes, you don't need to pose. You don't need to buy expensive equipment. They are fast and easy. You can just create them very easily without having to worry about how much time will it take to act or pose or to speak to the camera. All of these things are immaterial. You can create infinite amount of content, right? Just spend a day and you might have content for the entire month or entire week. There's no mess, nothing to clean up. Low effort, right? You don't have to have a team. You don't have to have a coordinated effort, people doing different things to make the content real. No, just the entire thing gets done immediately. Flexible, you can be in any scenario, and convenient. But the best reason this is extremely profitable, because when you think about the dollar ROI, you spend $10 and how much you get back, the return from virtual influencers is gigantic. And that's why people can actually afford to do that. If you had to create a lot of content by yourself, the amount of money you would invest and the amount of effort you would invest, it's discouraging for too many of us, and that's why we never get started. That's why we don't get started on Instagram, on YouTube, and all these places, because the amount of investment that you put in takes a really long time to give you a return. And with virtual influencers, it's just so much faster, right? So let's take a look at some real life case studies, right? It's enough to just make it a theory, but how about we take a look at proven case studies real virtual influencers who have made money for their creators. And these guys, extremely smart guys, they got in there the first thing and they were able to cash in big. So let's take a look at some virtual influencers that already exist. The first one that I'm going to show you today is Ludu Magalu. She is a virtual influencer, not a real person. 8.5 million followers on Instagram. Crazy number. And she makes $2.5 million a year. Now imagine that. The owner of this virtual influencer could be sitting in a room like yours or mine and just creating content on the computer. Maybe they have a team with this much money. I'm sure they have a team now because they can spend all the money they want. But they started out just sitting on a laptop creating content that targets a particular niche, and they were able to monetize it so aggressively and so successfully. Because again, like I said earlier, you gotta get in on an opportunity at the lowest level or the earliest level possible, and they beat us, all of us, to it. So that's why they are. But this can get even better now because this is the time when the opportunity really starts. So you can see this is not really looking real, and now technology has made it so much real. So another virtual influencer that's done so well is Lil Michaela, and she's doing $2 million to $10 million a year as a model. She's got 2.3 million followers, and she calls herself a robot. But you can see she's posing with real people and she is creating content with real people, and that's turning into a lot of cash. Then we also have Aitana Lopez. Now, this virtual influencer is in the fitness niche. So she's promoting workouts, exercise, all kinds of things like that. And she is doing about 150K per year. That's about $12,000 a month. Now, who wouldn't want to make that money sitting in their home without having to do all this work, go to gyms and model, when you can actually do that? And imagine this, the person who's promoting this may not even be a woman in her early 20s, like this very fit model. So you can actually enter niches that you could not even imagine entering earlier, because now you have a virtual influencer that you can make perfectly for that particular role, right? So we got Shudu Graham, another online influencer, and she is doing $1,000 to $5,000 per post, charging people to get brand endorsements. Brands love to get visibility. They don't care whether the content creator is real or not. They care about how many people are looking at the content, right? So it's simple math for them. If you can deliver the visibility, they don't care if you exist or not. They just want to pay for that visibility and grab those eyeballs. So Shudu Graham, she is an online virtual influencer. She calls herself the world's first digital supermodel. Come on, how easy it is now to create something like that. And she's modeled for brands like Fenty and Balmain, and they're okay to pay for her because she's got the audience, right? Nobody cares if she's real or not, but she's got the audience, and that's why Balmain wants to pay for it. So this is crazy, right? And even in India, we've got virtual influencers who are making a lot of money. So this lady, Kyra Onik, she is an online person, not a real person, but she has been able to grab deals from Amazon and Boat, which is an Indian technology brand. She's been able to monetize this. And again, why? Because she's got the audience. She's even been to Shark Tank, right? Because it just makes money, right? Who doesn't want to make money? If you got the eyeballs, people are ready to pay for you all day. And imagine you can get the eyeballs because you can pump out the perfect content for your audience. You can study the market, you can create that content without any hassles with this technology, right? So the opportunity is just better and better. We got Mila Sofia. She does $30,000 monthly by being a pop singer, because you can create music tracks with AI, then you can lip sync it with AI, and you can actually promote this sing virtual singer and make a lot of money from that. So the technology is amazing, but the opportunity is even better. So what I showed you was just a few of the known creators, but I'm going to tell you this, guys. There are a lot of unknown virtual influencers that are not telling people that we are virtual. They don't need to. Nobody needs to know. People need to consume content and other people need to make money. But a lot of content creators are now virtual. They're not real. They're putting out content in good niches, in well-paying niches, and making a lot of money. People are making $1,000 to $10,000 per month without any hassle. As long as they're creating the right content, they've built up the audience, they know some digital marketing, and they are using the trends, they're learning from the real creators, top end creators, to create the similar content with their virtual influencers and capture that market. So it's so easy to, I think, enter any niche now because the barrier has been lowered so much as long as you use technology. So isn't this exciting, guys? If you feel this is exciting, let me know in the chat. Let me know that you feel it is exciting. Drop the word exciting in chat so that I can also feel the energy from your side and I can continue this presentation with some more excitement, right? Kurt says exciting. Michael says very exciting. Pete Hancock is excited. Right. So the fresh breed of virtual influencers, they don't need to reveal the secrets. Why? Because they look real. They look absolutely real. Poor level clarity. They make money. That's all they do. They don't care about people telling people that they're virtual. All they want to do is make money. And how do you make money? There's so many channels. If you got content on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, you can monetize this with the platform money. Ads, you can have these platforms run ads for you and you get a share of the ads, the oldest thing possible, and it always works. And then you can do affiliate promotions. Imagine that if you're in the health industry, let's say you've created a virtual influencer for men's fitness above 60, and then you can grow it up. You have like 5,000 members or followers. Then you can start pushing out affiliate offers, supplements, or fitness guides, or courses, whatever you can think of. Make money off that. It's very easy to do that, and you don't really need a huge audience to get started with making money. So again, all of the niches that were close to you today will be open to you. So if you are sitting in America and you want to sell to Germany, to Europe, you can actually do that. You can create a German influencer that speaks in German, that has content in German, and you can access that market. So you can go to a global market no matter who you are, no matter where you are, and no matter what language you speak or how you look or how old you are. That's the kind of crazy impact this has. Second, a lot of influencers, like I showed you, if you got the scale, you can do brand deals, you can do endorsements. There's so many platforms now that are happy to pay for small audiences also, micro influencers, they call them. If you got 5,000 followers somewhere, there is somebody who's ready to pay you $100 to make a post and, get their brand out in the market, say something for them. So a lot of brand deals are happening. You can do product sales. So those of you who can create digital products or who got digital products or who want to use PLRs, you can push out products and sell them. Even physical products. If you got an e-com brand, you can do a physical product too. You can also do paid promotions, brand deals, paid promotions, pretty much the same thing. So yeah, there's so many different ways to monetize this. And if you're creating content for yourself, of course, the impact is amazing. Now, as a content creator, my mission is to be out there talking about topics like business, about online marketing, about entrepreneurship, about trying to grow your business, managing the finances. And all of that content that I put out is getting me an audience that is filled with entrepreneurs, filled with small businesses who could be purchasers for my products. And so, I often talk about my products too. And I often get people who want to buy the product because they saw me talk about it. They understand that the product does something for them. So this is how I'm using it. So yeah, you can do all of that for yourself. Or if you are running an agency, I know a lot of you are already doing that. You want to target local businesses. You can actually create digital twins for other people, right? Like this guy. You can go to small businesses. You can go to the owner and tell them, hey there, you know what? If you are there on X yourself, or if you're there on Instagram yourself, you could actually attract a bigger audience, and you could also get connected with your prospective customers because they want to know who's the business owner. They want to look at the owner. They want to understand and feel aligned with the brand, with the product, with the company. So if you are the spokesperson, if you're talking about your product, if you're presenting yourself, you have a bigger chance of creating a better audience. And with a digital twin, it's so much easier. You don't need to take 100 photographs. You don't need to do a lot of work. This is going to be taken care of. I don't think there is a single CAC level executive in any business. I'm talking about owners, CX, CEOs, CTOs, COOs, all of those guys, executive guys. None of the executive guys I would say in the future, maybe, and I'm not talking about a long time in the future. This year, in a few months, no executive would not have a digital twin. So everyone without a single doubt is going to have a digital twin because it makes their job easier. They can focus on business and somebody else can do the content, somebody else can do the programming. Now, already everyone who's a business owner, they've got agencies working with them, but the agencies have to run back and ask for photographs, ask for content, and now they don't need to. So the opportunity here is immense. It's gigantic, and if you get on board faster, you can actually grab the best clients, you can grab the best paying clients, and you can build up the relationships and keep them, right? Because they don't have time, but they want the exposure. And this is a $1 billion opportunity for agencies, right? It's a massive opportunity for people who are just starting out or who are trying to build up and grow their agencies to come in and grab this. So tell me this, are you ready? Do you see the opportunity in front of you, whether it's digital twin or running your own virtual influencer? Do you see the opportunity and are you ready to grab it? If you're ready to grab it, I'm going to show you the perfect way to launch this. So Ken says yes. You preempted me, Ken. So if you're ready to grab it, give me a yes. We got Willie. Yes. Michael. Yes. We got Pete Hancock. Yes. Chio. Yes. Hank. Carlos. A lot of you are ready to grab it. Yeah, because it's a no-brainer and it's simple. So you can launch actually in very simple steps. If you're launching a virtual influencer, the first thing, you pick up a niche, right? You select a niche and it doesn't matter what the niche is. For the first time in your life, you are free to pick up any niche. So you can pick up finance, you can pick up health, you can pick up fashion, you can pick up uh, gardening. You can absolutely now expand your horizon and pick up the niche that you want to pick. Target the country that you want to target. Target the low hanging fruits, the countries which have high payouts but low competition, or the markets which have high payouts but low competition, or the high paying markets which have a huge audience. And you know that if you were able to create content in that market, you would make a lot of money. Then just design your influencer. And what is designing? All you need to do is tell the AI what you want to do, and the AI will design the influencer for you. It's so easy, right? And then do this on loop, publish and grow every day, publish multiple pieces of content. And I'm going to share just another little secret with you. I don't think it's actually a secret. Whether you're talking about Instagram or TikTok or YouTube or any other platform, Facebook, whatever you're doing, every single social media platform rewards people who post there often, because this is the algorithm. They want people who post often because these are the people who are creating the content that the platforms need. So if you post often, at least once a day, you're going to be shown to more people. Now, if you want to make real money, you got to post like twice or even thrice a day, and then you get this bigger audience faster. And doing all that work, if you were to post 3 times a day for yourself, you would not get anything else done. You would be doing social media all day. And that's why I didn't do it earlier, because I can't be doing social media all day. I got to build apps for you guys. So this is now I'm actually posting thrice, on every social network all day, because I don't create any of that content. To be honest, it's the virtual influencer technology. It's a digital twin technology that I'm using, and it's working so well. So I'm going to introduce the product to you now, the product that makes everything possible, that puts everything together. Now, I know that bits and pieces of this technology can be, used here. Then for a second thing, you need to go to another app, and you need to go to a third app for the third thing. And creating a comprehensive virtual presence is hard, because you need to use about 6 or 7 different apps, 7 or 8 different AIs. But in the product that I'm going to show you, that we created, that we are so proud of, everything is made for you to get your virtual presence out there, well rounded in every single way that you can think of, in no time at all, without any effort, or with the least amount of effort that you can put in. So I'm very proud to show you my latest product out there. It's called iMimic, and this is the perfect platform to create virtual influencers and digital twins. With it, you can build your own digital twin, or launch influencers for client, or launch digital twins for clients. You can build up influencers for any niche, like I told you about: fashion, finance, fitness. No matter what you think of, you can build people in that. And you can also have an influencer that you can always rely on. I talked about that earlier. If you got an e-com brand, imagine having to work with models. Sometimes they are, so finicky. They might not be available, they might be traveling, or they might be just not interested, and you want to run the campaign today. Well, with the virtual influencer, you will never be, worried about when your model or when your influencer is available for you to promote. The second thing, you can make a digital twin like me. You could be relaxing on the sofa, nice little representational image. The guy is relaxing on the sofa while you've got an AI that is kind of creating the content that influences people, right? And you can now for the first time. Now this is interesting. For the first time, the content that is being created is separate from the person who's creating the content. So you've got this nice little gentleman, probably in his 70s. He's created a virtual influencer who's probably something like 24, 25 in some niche that he can't even target if he was trying to use his own image. But now it's possible, right? So that's technology. Now you can just put in one image as a source, and you can create all the different images you want in all the different places you want. You can be as perfect or be as flawed as you want. So if you want to be looking messy, or you want the scenario to be messy, you could do that. Or if you want it to be perfect like a beach or a nice coffee shop, well, and the photograph to be perfect, that's possible too. Here you got me. I showed you a sample. This is how one of my images turned out. I think it's absolutely real. And you can create visuals too. You can create videos too. Did I miss that? Let me see if I missed something. No. So in this, I was trying to show you from one image you can create so many different ones. But in this one, I'm going to show you that you can actually create an image and videos too, because that is important, because internet is not just about images now. You gotta have videos. So let me show you this. So you've got a very, very realistic video of a very, very unreal person just walking around. And of course, you can make them do anything you want. So you can put these clips and videos, you can use them in ads. No matter what your content plan is, you can go for it. You can also have audio in the videos too, right? People can be speaking. Your content creators, your influencers can be speaking, and the lip sync works out perfectly. Take a look at this.
We believe the future is personalized, which is why we created iMimic. This platform is going to revolutionize how we connect.
So think about this. This is absolutely realistic video of a person talking about iMimic. Only this person doesn't exist. But
we believe the future is personalized.
You can do that even with your own personal image too, right? So that is fun. That's a lot of fun that you can achieve, and definitely profitable. You can promote products. So you've got this gentleman wearing this little watch. You got a person promoting shoes, and all of these images were created by combining a real image of a shoe and your virtual influencer. So you can promote products. If you got an e-com brand, or if you're selling something, you can just combine with anything. You can even have conversations. Take a look at this.
I think with the iMimic product, the branding needs to be more bold.
Yes, exactly. We need a campaign that truly reflects its innovation and appeal.
Think about this. I can't believe that this conversation is not real. These guys look so real. They're talking so naturally and so realistically. So it's a virtual influencer. These guys don't exist, and they are talking. Look at this.
I think with the iMimic product, the branding needs to be more bold.
Yes, exactly. We need a campaign that truly reflects its innovation and appeal.
So that's amazing. You can even copy movement. So if you want to target a trending TikTok dance, all of these trends come in. And if you got a fashion influencer, or you're trying to capture a particular young market or something, you got to do those trends. If you don't do those trends, you don't get the audience. So with this product, you can even do motion control. So there are two options. You can make a video of yourself, maybe talking, maybe doing something, and your virtual influencer that you created will do the same thing. I'm sure you've seen this technology in memes about how AI is changing the world. Or you can just grab a video from online, from the internet, and make your character do the same thing. Let me make Elon Musk dance, and it will illustrate what I'm talking about. So I think this is from the movie Pulp Fiction, if I'm not wrong, right? So this is from Pulp Fiction. We're making Elon Musk do the Pulp Fiction moves. So you can do crazy stuff like that. And like I told you earlier, it doesn't matter who you are. You can target any market, any ethnicity, any language, any country, any culture, right? The world opens up for you when you got a virtual influencer. And iMimic, we made it not using one single technology that gets obsoleted. Like it is my way, I always put in multiple AIs, and I always make it a point to make sure that all the latest AIs are available there in the future too. So in this particular project, we've got the best AIs from the best providers in the world. Look at this entire, options available to you. You've got OpenAI, Google, Grok, Qwen, Kling, Cedance, Flux, Ideogram, Vio, Van, Sora, Hi, Luo, however you pronounce it. So imagine this, the amount of options you have inside of iMimic is absolutely huge. We got the perfect AI for every single purpose. You can make videos, you can get attention with videos, and of course, you can make all sorts of content. So if you're excited about this opportunity and you're ready to see how the software works with your own eyes, give me a yes, I'm ready, and I will show you the product. I will show you how iMimic works. Let me hear it in the chat. We got Mark here, the first one, and now the chat is absolutely blowing up. We got Kurt, we got Nelson, yes, Vikas, yes, Pete, yes, and the chat is scrolling up too fast for me, guys. Michael, Connie, Charles, Bill, Carl, John, Captain Success, Michelle Ribeiro, Ross, Geoffrey, Roger, Jesus, Ken. All right, guys, let's get to it. I'm going to show you now iMimic and how it can transform your business. Let's hit the play button. By the way, when I hit the play button, I'm going to mute my mic if you can. I'm sure you will hear the audio perfectly, but if something goes wrong, let me know in the chat. And I would appreciate if one of you guys let me know if you can hear the audio fine. Here we go. All right, so today I'm going to show you iMimic, the all new breakthrough software that will let you create virtual influencers and digital twins. Yes, you can create a virtual influencer that is absolutely custom made by you, and you can put them in any situation you want, create photographs, create videos, endorse products, absolutely use them for any commercial purpose. And virtual influencer is a growing industry worth billions right now. And the second thing that you can do with it, create a digital twin of yourself. Well, that is much in demand. All the CXOs, business owners, they want digital twins so that they can be on Instagram, on Facebook, and all the other networks with content every day without having to create it manually. So let's take a look. Right now, I've got two influencers in here. Samantha, that is a virtual influencer, which means to say this person is not really existing out of the software. And the second thing is my own digital twin. So I'm going to show you how to create them, how to use them, and how to do absolutely mind-blowing stuff. Let's get started. So with iMimic, you can create virtual influencers for social media, and you can convert a few of your original images, like I put in some over here, into endless amount of content for social media. You can do things like create a new photograph, create photographs with multiple characters, create photographs with a product in hand or around, convert photographs to videos, create spokesperson videos where you have text scripts and your character, which could be me, will read out that content. Then you can also change the audio from a video. Yes, you can put in a video of you speaking or your virtual character speaking and just change the audio, and the lip sync will automatically match. You can modify a video. You can bring in a video, change clothes, change the scenario, do anything you want. You can also create spokesperson videos with an audio file. So put in an image and an audio file, and you will have a live spokesperson video. You can create conversation videos of two characters talking. You can do motion control, so you can do viral TikTok dances if you want to, and you can convert text to audio. So build up a voice for yourself, and you can convert text to audio, then use it in your videos. And you can also create posts for Facebook, Instagram, X, or LinkedIn. Excited to find out how? Let's get started and create a new photograph with Creative Photo Workflow. All right, so I've described the kind of photo I want, just me in a coffee shop, and then I will just select from one of my existing photographs. I'll go for this one. I like this photo. Click on done, and then you can select the size of the photograph that you want. For this one, I will go for a landscape size photograph, and then I just click on generate and wait a few seconds. Check this out. This is exactly what I wanted. Me sitting in a coffee shop with a laptop in front of me, looking at the camera. And look at the detail. This is exactly what I am looking like, right? It's not looking like an AI generated photo at all, but you can go one step above this. You can change anything about the photo that you want. For example, let's say I want to change the way I'm dressed. He is wearing a blue shirt with collars. For example, a blue formal shirt, I think that's what it's called. And you just click on generate again and wait a few seconds. Check this out now. Now I'm wearing a formal shirt inside my jacket. Now imagine using this for your LinkedIn or Instagram if you got clients or you yourself CXO or a business owner, you can create unlimited content for your LinkedIn this way, right? Let's go back. I've created a set of different images using this, and I can post to my Instagram or LinkedIn or Facebook all day without having to worry about posing, without having to worry about camera work, and without investing time. But that's not all, because there is so much more. Let's look at the next one. You can have a photograph where you are posing multiple characters together. So remember, I created a virtual character called Samantha. Well, I can pose her with me. So I'm going to select a photo of me and Samantha, and I'm going to pose us together. So let's do that right now. Here I am. I'm just going to put us in a seminar. So I want to be writing something while the woman is working on her laptop. So again, just click on generate AI photos and choose the size that you want. I think for this one too, I want the landscape ratio. Click on generate and wait a few seconds. Check this out. This is exactly what we wanted. And you can see how well the faces have been retained. This is me and the lady is looking just like herself. So you can create images not just with your individual characters, but you can create a universe of characters and you can have them interact with each other, virtual or real. Think about the possibilities. You can interact with celebrities, you can interact your virtual character with famous people, or you can put yourself in any situation you want. And that opens so many business possibilities. You can see all the images that I created earlier over here down below. And let's go back and check out more features. Next, I told you that you can have photographs of you or your character posing with products. Now let's take a look at that. So this time I actually want to show off a phone. You can see I've written a description that's kind of promoting the phone, and I can type about the product. I can tell the AI about the product. So it's just a Samsung phone. And then you can select the image that you want to use. This time, let me use this one. It's a different image, different person. And I'm going to upload a product image from my computer. It's just a regular phone. And just click on generate photograph. Check this out. This is the image generated by iMimic. Well, that is absolutely on spot. The shirt, the pants, and it's got my face down right perfectly. It's exactly the image you would want to use if you are promoting a product and you are the CEO. Well, let's go back and see even more features, because what is next? You can convert any photo to a video. Let's take a look at that. You got a number of different AIs that you can use, like Kling, Van, VO, Sedan, so many more, and the new ones will come in just like I told you earlier. Now in this video, I want to have some product endorsement, and I'm going to select an image that I already have. You can see these are the images that I have. What about this image? I kind of like this image for a product promotion. You can of course load more if you want to. There are so many more images that I have that I created earlier, but I will go with this one. Click on done, and now you can select the ratio you want. This time I want 9:16, and then just click on generate video. Check this out. Let's play the video. You can use these clips in a longer video or even post them as is on social media. So that is image to video. And again, don't forget about the multiple AIs. Every AI can give you unique and different results. Now let's create spokesperson video where we actually speak some text. So this time I'm going to do something else. Click on select image and let's figure out which image we want to use. How about this one this time? Click on done. And we are using VO 3.1 this time. You can also use Grok or Sora. Let's use Grok in fact. And it's a square image, so you want the square output, and a 5-second video will do. Click on generate video and then just let iMimic do its job.
Now this is the phone you should have. Now this is the phone you should have.
Check this out. So this is what's been created by Grok, and of course you can use the other AIs too, and as new technology comes in, you will see it first inside of iMimic. Let's continue the journey, and this time we will create a speaking video from an audio file. So let's put in a prompt, a little bit of information over here. I put in some direction. Then you want to select an image from over here. Let's find an image that we can use. Okay, I will use this one this time, the landscape one. Click on done. We've got the image over here. Now we want to use some audio. So we're going to upload an audio file. Now, if you have generated audio inside of iMimic, you can select that too, but I have not generated anything. So we're going to generate an audio file. We have this audio, let's play it. I really love this phone. This is my favorite phone and everybody should only use this phone. All right, so I'm gonna upload this audio file from my computer. In downloads, I've got it here, the MP3 file, it's uploaded. And I just click on generate video and wait a few seconds. Check this out. I really love this phone. This is my favorite phone and everybody should only use this phone. That is what I have to say. So I really love this phone. So I created a video with my own custom audio playing and the lip sync matches perfectly. And you know what? You can create clips of up to 60 seconds, a minute long in length with this. Imagine the possibilities. Similarly, you can also change audio from video. Yes, you can replace an audio file and have perfect lip sync. You can also modify the videos using AI and change things like the dress of the person or the appearance of the person or change the background in absolutely seamless manner. We already saw audio file turning into a video, replacing a video. Next, you can even create a conversation between your characters. Let's try to check that out. So I made this image earlier where we have the two people sitting around on a table and I just converted it to a video and I want to show you the results. Check this out.
This is a great conference.
Yeah, glad we came here.
So imagine that you can have two people talking in a video from an image. And look at this wall of content that I have created that I can use all over the internet, right? So if I'm a CTO, which of course I am actually, I can just power my social media without having to do all this work, right? I would love that. Anybody would love that. Next, we have a lot more. We have motion control. So you can actually have your characters doing things and you can make those viral videos. You know, do you remember that dance video which went viral on TikTok some time ago? Well, you could do that for yourself. So we're going to use Kling for this one and we're going to use image as a source. Processing mode can be standard. I will keep the original sound and I will let this be. So I'm going to select the character image. I think I will go for this one. And from AI video, I'm going to upload a new video. I actually had a video that I found earlier, viral dance, this one. Let's take a little bit of a look at the original first. You get the message, right? Now let's take a look at what we got using. Wow, I couldn't have done this on my own, but with iMimic, absolutely you can. Next, you can convert text to audio. So yes, you can build a voice inside of iMimic for your character and then you can convert text to audio and you can take that audio and convert it into a video. So that's an entire workflow out there. But that's not all. You can even create Facebook posts, Instagram posts, X posts and LinkedIn posts. I'm talking about the text content for your virtual influencer. And let me just give you a bit of a background. When you create your influencer for the first time, you will give it a name like John Smith and click on submit. And then you can put in more details like the age of the influencer, the profession, and the personality details. You can describe what kind of clothing they wear. You can put in a voice for them, select a voice from a ready-made system, or even design your own voice using Qwen, right? So you can create a custom voice for your character. Then you can upload images. And what happens is based on all that information that you put in, iMimic is going to create a profile for your characters and then when you create posts, they will match the profile. And iMimic even keeps an account of all the content that you created earlier, just like a very smart agent, and keeps creating new content that is in sync. So let's try to create a Facebook post for this character. And by the way, you have the option to enhance existing content and you can even summarize some content if you want to. You can get new topics as suggestion and even find fresh topics from news, right? So it's got a lot of potential. So again, let's create a new post on an entrepreneurship topic. So you give it some instructions. You've got models like GPT, Claude, Gemini, or Grok, all the top end models. Then click on generate, and in a few seconds you will get the post. You got the post right over here. You can copy it, pair it off with the image that you created earlier using iMimic, and you have a very nice post that people will like to see, people will like to read. And all you needed to put in was like 2 minutes of your time. If you're running an agency, this can be a real time saver. And of course, you can do the same whether it's an X post or a LinkedIn post, and all the content that you create will be available in the timeline in a nice little wall, so you can go back and check all the content that you created earlier. And you can see a little bit of a trends about how many posts or what kind of content you created over the time. So this is iMimic. It's a very, very amazing product if you want to create an influencer or a digital twin influencer like Samantha, which is a virtual influencer, can be promoting anything. You can choose any gender, any age, and of course, make a digital twin of yourself or your clients if you want to. If you get iMimic, I'll see you inside. This is Cyril Gupta signing off. So was that exciting or what, guys? All right. Did you feel that this was one of the best technologies that you saw this year? If you feel that this is indeed mind-blowing, this is really crazy stuff, give me a big yes in the chat. Let me see that energy. Carl says yes. Geoffrey, yes. Jesus, yes. Carlos, yes. Chris, yes. Billy says, I loved it. Charles said, yes. Leo, yes. Carl again, yes. Actually, Carl is like really excited because you've got all of those exclamation marks. Ross, yes, yes. Wow, lot of excitement in the room, folks. This is phenomenal, right? From Ken. Ray says, yes. Captain Success, amazing. Shinji, mind-blowing. Nelson says mind-blowing. We got Vikas, remarkable. Terry, yes, into 10. Michelle Ribeiro, mind-blowing indeed. Yes, yes, yes. So think about it. This is crazy technology that changes the way we create content. And I'm convinced, and I'm sure you are convinced by now, that everybody who's creating content, even if they create some of the content themselves, they're going to use technology like iMimic or iMimic itself to create a lot of their social content to put it out there. So it creates text posts for Instagram, X, and Facebook. And for TikTok, remember, it's creating all those short videos and images too. So you can post them on TikTok. TikTok doesn't have text, so there's no point of having a text post. So it basically covers all of the social media networks that are important, right, guys? This is transformational technology. So I'm really happy that you see the potential. I'm really happy that you understand how far impacting this kind of technology can be and how it will change the world. So never run out of content again. Never worry about making content again, whether it's posts that you want to make, whether it's threads or captions or engagement hooks. You're going to be able to create all with iMimic itself. And don't forget, iMimic even checks out what is happening today. So if you got, for example, a fashion influencer, you can just start off with a description. This is a fashion influencer. And then you can go into iMimic. You can, if you want to make a Facebook post, for example, you can click a button and get the latest news on fashion. And then you can click another button and create a post on that. So it really solves the content problem end to end, not just visuals, but text too. And with this technology, you're going to get your content blowing up faster. And the first reason is the most important one. There is a lag between trend and delivery. Here is what happens. Something is trending today, something important happened today, but you're too busy to create content for it. You don't have the resources. Maybe your cameraman isn't there, or your editor is not available, or it's going to take 2 hours to edit and you're not ready to make the effort right now because you're out with your family for breakfast. You're going to be missing the trend. By the time you're back, by the time you organize the content the next day, the trend could be over already. All the first movers, they were able to capitalize on it. They were able to get the eyeballs, the views, and you were just missing out on it because there was a lag. Well, with this technology, there's never going to be a lag. So even if you're too busy to create content yourself, you're going to be pumping out iMimic content just like that in seconds and minutes, and you're going to be able to capitalize on every single trend possible, right? So that's one of the things that you want to be doing. Even if you create most of your content yourself, you still want to use iMimic to make sure that you get the trend. You're able to ride the wave, right? Next, you can post at unlimited scale. You can post all the content you want, absolutely no limits. Then you can test multiple niches, right? You can create content for any niche, like we talked about earlier, and you can launch multiple influencers, right? Never forget that. You can have 5 influencers. You can even put all of those 5 influencers together in conversations if you want to. So you can build a universe of influencers, like I like to call it. So this is powerful, but that's just the beginning, right? Because what you're going to see this year is this technology really taking off, really dominating the internet. And I'm sorry to say, if you are not a part of it, then you're going to be the guy who's going to be watching this revolution happen in front of your eyes. So please don't miss this trend. This is going to be the defining trend of social media for the next 3 years, starting from this year till the next 3 years. I'm very convinced that this is going to be the defining trait of social media, the mass migration to realistic, high quality AI content. Say goodbye to AI slop, and it's time to welcome high quality AI content. So I know a lot of you guys have been asking me in chat so many questions, and I'm looking forward to answer you. But I'm sure you're ready to find out what is on offer today, right? You want to know, many of you have been asking me, can you tell me the price? Can you tell me the credits? And also many questions. So if you're ready to find out what you're going to get today in iMimic, give me a yes. I will get down to showing you the offer. And the link, of course, Eric, the link too. Kurt says yes. Nelson, yes. And again, there was a boom and everything scrolled up so fast. That's what happens all over. John, Michael, Captain Success, Groster. That's an interesting name. Carlos, Francis, Ross, Victoria, Cheo or Keo, Willie, Sai, Charles, Dolan, all of you guys are excited to see the offer. So here is what you get today in iMimic. As usual, I'm going to make it the best offer possible. You're going to get a crazy deal from me on a well-maintained product, on a product that really works, that really makes you the content that can get you ahead, that really gets you the money or gets you the profits that you're looking for. You're going to get in today's special all-inclusive webinar deal access to iMimic Elite, which is the entry-level version. But you will on top also get the upgrade to iMimic Pro, which is perfect for professional creators and for agencies. So you can create unlimited influencers. That's right, unlimited influencers. And it also removes all limits from daily content creation. So you can create unlimited daily videos, unlimited daily images, and all sorts of content that you want, absolutely without any limits. This is a must-have upgrade, and it's a part of the all-inclusive deal that I will bring you today. Then you also get iMimic Reseller, and this special deal, the reseller deal, will help you or will let you sell iMimic to other people and keep the profits. So you will get 70 licenses of iMimic to sell, Pro version licenses, right? Let me remind you that you get Pro version licenses to sell, and you can easily flip each license for $200 flat, because we're going to be selling this product for a lot more than that on a recurring basis. So it's an easily monetizable deal on a well-maintained product, and this is only during the launch period. So after the launch period, no more reseller. So this is kind of like exclusive offer, but you can actually make your money back 10x, 20x with this special deal with the reseller version 2. Then you also have access to a couple of my other great products, really, really professional products. Freezer Pro, which is a storyteller video maker. It creates storyteller style videos. And I launched it like 3 months ago. And I can tell you, people are creating crazy content with this product. It's really, really blowing up the internet. So many people have created so many videos, and they're telling me that they really love the results. So Freezer is included. And also I've got Mighty Memes Pro, which is another product that lets you create viral memes. Yes, so you want to go viral on social media, you've got iMimic, but you also have Freezer and Mighty Memes to help you further. So guys, I will be answering your questions. I know a lot of questions are coming in, and I will be answering the questions soon. So meanwhile, let's just continue with the webinar, and once things are a little bit calmer, I will try to answer the questions. By the way, I will be here as long as you've got questions for me, so don't worry about that. We'll make sure that every single question is answered. All right, so next, iMimic Pro, the version that I told you about, the special upgrade, gives you 50,000 credits. I know a lot of you guys were actually interested in how many credits you can get. By the way, I upgraded the offer, so you're going to get unlimited influencers. 15 is a bit older. Unlimited influencers, unlimited daily creations. You get multi-AI facilities with all the AIs unlocked. You get team access, so you can give access to your team members. You can give access to, even to your clients. And here is the best thing. You can give access to your client and lock their access to a single influencer. So let's say you get a contract to make a digital twin for a customer. You can lock their access to only that digital twin. And what's going to happen is they're going to be able to see their own digital twin. They can create content with it. They can grab the older content that you created, but they cannot look at the other stuff you have, right? So this is fun. Next, you also get 2 years of free upgrade and a commercial license, so you can actually monetize this. By the way, the credits do not roll over, so it's a one-time grant, just to clarify. iMimic reseller license, sell iMimic accounts and keep the profits, sell both elite. You can sell both elite and pro level accounts, and you can have up to 70 accounts to sell with. I think you can easily make $200. Here is the simple math. We're going to sell iMimic for a minimum of $164 per year for the pro version after the launch is over. This is the minimum price. And if you just go up to people and tell them, you know what, Cyril is selling the pro version for $164 per year, but I'm going to offer you pro version for $200 one time. Everybody's going to take it because everybody loves lifetime products. I'm not going to sell lifetime deal after the 7-day launch period, but you might still want to. If you want to sell recurring, that's great too. But if you want to sell one time, you can grab that $200 and make $14,000 off your 70 licenses. So yeah, that's the potential, guys. So 9,000 is actually quite conservative that I've cited over here. Next, you also get Freezer Pro lifetime license. It's an AI video storyteller creator that makes engaging videos multi-platform ready for Reels, TikTok, YT, every single platform. This product can make videos of up to 45 minutes in length. So these are like long stories. I'm sure you've seen them online. People love consuming this content, and you can get it very easily with Freezer Pro. Next, you also get Mighty Memes Pro, which is a great viral image creator. It creates memes. So everybody loves memes. Everybody loves to see memes. And with this product, you can create all the memes you want in seconds. The templates are all there. Just click a few buttons and you can have the final meme ready in just seconds, right? And it's got AI in it. So basically it writes the meme for you. You don't have to really do much at all. So this is the complete offer today. You get iMimic Elite, which is going to be sold at $6-7 per year after the launch. iMimic Pro, which is $97 per year minimum after the launch. iMimic Reseller is going away, right? You won't get access to it at all after the launch. Then you got Freezer Pro, which is $164 per year because this is the pro version. Mighty Memes Pro, that's another $164 per year. So if you buy all these products outside the launch, you're going to be paying minimum $888 per year. And if you take a lifetime of just 3 years, that's $2,079 in value that I'm going to offer you in the webinar today for a really special deal. Now, are you ready to find out the webinar special deal? What do you think is the fair price, guys, for a product like this, for a product that opens up the new market? What do you think is a fair price for you to grab on this webinar? Let me see in the chat, what do you think I should sell it for? Ross says 247. Gaynor says 497. Well, I like that price, Gaynor, honestly. Nelson 499. Ken 367. So a lot of different guesses, you know, all the way from 197 to 497. Well, I'm going to give you a good deal, guys, as usual, because this is what I do. I always give you the best deal possible. And here's the big curtain drum roll. You're going to be able to grab iMimic with all the upgrades that I've offered you for a one-time price, only $267 without any future payments. So this is the webinar special deal, only live on this webinar. After this, every single day, the price is gonna go up. So if you don't buy today, guys, I'm gonna tell you, tomorrow you're gonna pay more for it, the next day even more for it, and after 7 days, the webinar deal is going away. So the only opportunity you have to buy the webinar deal is for the next 7 days. And after that, you are going to lose that. So make sure you grab it today. And I know a lot of you are ready to buy and get the link. So I'm going to show you the link in just a moment. But before that, let me tell you about the webinar boosters. Also, you have the opportunity to buy 50,000 more credits for a special price of only $39. You can grab 140 extra licenses to sell for only 99. That is less than 70 cents per license. And you can then have 210 licenses to sell. So imagine if you got like 210 licenses and you sold every single license at $200, that's $42,000. That's a lot of money. Even if you sold the licenses at $100, that's still $21,000 that you can make back. Then you got the sellers pack, which makes selling easy because it gives you the sales video, sales emails, it gives you the graphics, it gives you a ready-made sales page that you can host, everything done for you. That's only for 39. So you can grab all of that today. I've told you about the 50K credits. I've told you about the reseller bump, the 140 extra licenses. I've told you about the sellers pack. You can grab all of these today with unlimited influencers, unlimited creatives. You can find the technology that gets you the posts on fresh news. You can get the multi-AI goodness that nobody else gives you with 2 years of free upgrades, with the rights to sell influencers, to sell digital twins for only $267. And this is the link, guys, on your screen. And I think Swati will drop it in the chat too. So make sure you get it from the chat. And I'm going to pin it so that you can grab it. By the way, guys, just a quick note, when you go to the sales page, you will see a screen like this, and you will have the option to buy either through Stripe or through PayPal. So grab the option you want. If for some reason you're using credit card and it doesn't go through, I've heard that many people sometimes tell me that Stripe doesn't work the way it should. Then you can also pay through the credit card using PayPal. So just try PayPal and it should work for you. So again, guys, I'm going to be down to answering your questions now. Just a request, if you get iMimic today from me, make sure to inform me in chat so that I can give you a shout out. I can give you a proper welcome to the family, and I will be able to make sure that everybody, that my support team and my team knows to help you if you need to. So give me a shout, give me a little message in the chat if you get iMimic today, and I'm going to get down to answering the question. By the way, before we go on to that, I want to ask you guys, how many of you have at least one of my products? All the people who have at least one of my products, let me know in the chat. All right, a lot of people already have my products. I think nearly all of you: Mark Hammer, Charles Dolan, Vikash, John, Carl, Sweet, Steve, Ghoster. Chris says many of them. Pete, yes. CY indeed. Fred Ham, I do. Margraf, I do. And Willie McCon, me. Don, me. Ross, Ken says several. Carl has several. Captain Success at least one. Then we have Musa Muhammad. I have lots. Mike has the one membership. That's great. Francis, not really sure. And I think nearly everyone here has at least one of my products. So I'm going to ask you another question. Is there anyone in the room who doesn't have any of my products, like has zero products from me? Drop me that in the chat. Let me find that out. Is there anybody who's absolutely new? We got Zeda, who's new. Who doesn't have at least one of my product? Well, that's exciting, Zeda. Good to see you here. And I'm sure today it will change. And James Best, you don't have any of my products. That's interesting, James. And Zeda has heard of me though. Max has almost all of them. So we have at least 2 people in the room who don't have any of my products. So just for you guys, Technic Force has been around for a long time, and I really take pride in the work I do. The products that I create are not the usual run-of-the-mill products that other people create, because I just like to do my work a little bit differently. And that's why if you look us up online, you will see ratings like this. On Google Play, we are rated 4.9 stars, right? From just a little inch away from a perfect 5. 4.9 stars on Google Play. A lot of happy customers, people who love our support, people who love our work. And on Trustpilot, we've got a rating of 4.6 stars. Again, a very high rating because people love the kind of work we do. And if you guys, all of you guys, those who've got my product, if you love my products, show it to me. Tell me in the chat that you love them. Say something like, I love your products, or I really like your products, or love you, whatever you want to say. Show me that appreciation. Tell me that you like my products if you like the products that I've created. Let me take a look in the chat. Who's got the who's got the best, who's the best products creator? Obviously, I think it's me. Mike says they're insane. Ken says I love your products. Kurt says your products are absolutely awesome. Carlos, I like your products. Carl's giving me a fist bump. That's amazing. Mark says I keep coming back because they are excellent. And Michael says your products are awesome. Pete Hancock, good products. Leo, I like your product that live up to their promise. Absolutely, all of them do. Max, yes, great stuff. Billy Macon, I love the product from you. Jesus, outstanding products. Carl, I really like your products. Vikas says I'm done. I don't know what that means. CY says my products are winners in Hindi. That's amazing, CY. Charles Dolan, I love the membership. Great products. A lot of people who like my product. That's amazing, guys. Really appreciate you. And on top of that, I want to remind you that the product that you purchase from me today, or any product that you purchase from me, is always covered with by our ironclad 30-day refund guarantee. So for 30 days, I'm going to literally let you use the product on my money. Yes, absolutely right. Grab iMimic today, use it for your business, use all the credits you want, right? Make that content, create your digital twin, make your virtual influencer, target the niches. And if within those 30 days you feel that this product isn't exceeding your expectations, it's not exactly the best thing that you've ever seen, and you can actually afford to give it back, you can just tell my support, open a support ticket, and tell them, Cyril, I don't want iMimic, take it back. I'm going to cancel your license and I'm going to refund all of your money back, all of it. I'm not going to even charge you for the credits that you used. So yes, you can use this product literally on me, absolutely, I would say hands without any hang-ups or without any commitment. Use it for a month. If it doesn't get you the best results possible, just let me know. And I am happy to refund you if you can let go of it. That's my guarantee today, guys. So again, get it now today. And if you do get it, don't forget to tell me in the chat. Let me know in the chat that you've got it. Say something like, I've got iMimic, or I'm grabbing iMimic, or I'm in, so that I can give you a little shout out and we can feel good about your little entry into the influencer world. All right, and now I'm going to be answering questions. Ken Strain says, got it. So fantastic, Ken. Good to have you here. And a lot of you actually have got it already. I can see the numbers on my screen, and the people seem to be loving iMimic. That's amazing. And I'm going to answer the questions now. Gary says, how much are you marking up the credits? Gary, the credits are not marked up beyond, I would say, a handful of numbers, because I need to pay for my, taxes and all. So that's all about it. Practically, I'm giving you the credits at the same price I get them. And there is no profit to be made over there. So yeah, I think the credits that you get from us are going to be the most generous in the industry. Now, I have seen other people's products. I've seen the kind of work they do on credits. And I can tell you there is a difference with Technique Force and the way I do things than other people. Most of the time, the credits are not going to be something that you will need to concern yourself about. And this is something probably I say on every webinar, guys. You will be running out of credits in a long time. Before that, you should already be profitable if you do the right thing. So credits are not going to be an impediment. Go on, make that content, put your content out, do the best that you can. And if you need to recharge your credits, that's only $1 for 1,000 credits, and you pay as you go. You don't need to pay me a monthly subscription. People are charging stuff like, $199 for products like this per month, $50 per month, $30 per month. For what? You're not even using this. Maybe you're only creating 5 different videos a month and you're still paying $30, or you're still paying $49. So you don't need to do that with my products. You need to pay a one-time price, and then you only pay for what you use. You can use all the credits you want this month. The next month, if you're taking a break, you come back later, your credits will still be there. They never expire. First thing, the credits never expire. It's not like, a deal where you come in next month and nothing rolls over and you have to start afresh. Nope. The credits don't expire. You get the same credits that you've got left. You can carry on from here, and only when you finish those credits you need to buy new ones. And again, they don't expire. I think this is the best way to do business. It's absolutely fair, and you won't get a better deal, or I would say on software from anyone else. So don't worry about credits so much. Think about the possibilities. I think that's the kind of focus that I want to see from this room. Awesome. So Max says, I have some of the products in the bundle, so I only need the FEN Pro. So Max, if you have the products in the bundle, here is what you can do. You can get the all-inclusive and you can change the products that you already have. So I have a lot of different products that you can grab. You can take a look at my website and you can change the products to any one that you want. So yep, that's not a problem at all. Ken says, I'm in. Well, good to see you, Ken, and congratulations on grabbing this product. Thank you so much. And I hope you create an amazing influencer and a digital twin or whatever you want to create. Don't forget to tell me about it. All you guys who get this product today, don't forget to let me know so that I can give you a shout out. By the way, don't forget about the upsells, about the special add-ons too. I've got a bunch of special add-ons like the seller's pack. So if you grab the reseller deal, here is what's happening. You're going to get the seller's pack, which gives you ready-made sales page. So you can just host it. You can put your buy buttons on it. You get the sales video. You get the demo video. You get graphics. You get blog articles. You get Facebook ads. You also get email campaigns, everything you need to do to start selling. So all you need to do is host the website and you can start selling right away. That's the simplest thing possible to start making sales, right? So that's also an option. And all of you guys who want to sell iMimic, who want to make sales easily without having to do any manual work, without having to set up a page or anything like that, you can just grab the seller's pack. It's for a very small amount of money that you will need to spend today, and absolutely worth it because you will be making, I think, twice as much or maybe 3 times as much from just the first sale. So that's one of the upsells I've got here. And Mark says, what about future products? I almost have everything. Guess what, Mark? We can give you credits in Technic Force store. So you can grab future products too. You can just let my support know that you don't want a product from us that we have today, but you would like to get the store credits and they will give you the store credits. Chris says, is there any tutorial on how to host and attach to payment integration if we get the seller's pack? Chris, it's pretty easy. You just create a button inside of PayPal and you just put it there using HTML. You can ask AI, maybe Gemini, to do that for you, or it can do that in no time at all. And if you have any problems, just approach my support. By the way, guys, just to let you know, I've got 24-hour support, 6 days a week, live chat for you with real people. So you can come to my websites, any of them, talk to a real person, 6 days a week. Only on Sundays, they're not available. And you can just grab the product, grab any help that you want. Awesome. So Geoffrey is in too. You just purchased the iMimic at $267. Thank you, Geoffrey. And you're on board. And you says you're saying thanks for a great product. Thank you, Geoffrey. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you buying iMimic today. I'm sure you will enjoy it a lot, and I'm looking forward to the content that you create. All right, so we have Hank here. I have many of your products and I love them all. I just purchased this complete bundle. Well, thanks, Hank. That's amazing. I'm really happy that you're in too. And I'm sure you will enjoy iMimic. Well, that's what iMimic is. It's an excellent product that unlocks a totally new market for you. So make sure you grab the best deal on it, guys, today. Today is the day when you have the best deal on it. Ross says not on PayPal. It's actually on PayPal, Ross. You can see we've got PayPal as an option, but we don't have PayPal in 4 because somehow that doesn't work for the platform that we're using. And I'm not able to give you that special PayPal 4 deal. Chris says, okay, thank you. I'm just starting on newbie. Well, Chris, welcome to the world and to the internet marketing world. I'm sure you will love this product too. Asus says, thank you for great products. I'm glad you love them, Asus. Don't forget to give me a shout out if you're getting iMimic today. All right, so guys, I might have missed your questions while I was showing the webinar and I was talking on the webinar. So if you have a question that I haven't answered yet, feel free to drop it to me again and I will do my best to answer it this time. I'm going to take the questions, as many as I can. All right. So Musa says, do we get trainings on how to monetize this product? Musa, there is basic monetization training as a part of the training itself. But monetization play is actually quite simple and it's been explained. You can monetize it using all the different ways that I showed. I actually showed the different ways. And you can research this further on YouTube. So if you look on YouTube, you will find literally hundreds of videos about every single strategy. And I would recommend that you study it deeper than just a small course. You watch at least 10 videos on every single strategy that you want to adopt. And I think that will be much more useful for you. Chris says, can you please clarify when you sell a reseller license, doesn't the buyer get the pro version with 50K credits? Chris, they get all the features of the pro version, like unlimited and every AI unlocked and all those top level features. But obviously, we can't give them $50 worth of credits. Like I'm giving you 70 licenses to sell and you paying me $267. How can I give your customers $50 in credits? It's not gonna be possible because if somebody promises to do that, obviously they are making a fool of themselves and probably a fool of you because the product's not gonna work because that there's no way anybody can do that. So think about it logically. I am going to give all your customers $5 worth of credits, and beyond that, if they want to use the AIs, they will pay for the credits, and I think it's a fair deal to everyone. You are giving them, after all, the access that can be unlimited or lifetime, right? So just use that and you will be able to sell this in no time. In the past, people who have grabbed my reseller licenses have been able to make the money back easily. You're going to make your money back in 3 sales, right? If you make 3 sales, you would already have got your investment back. I think that's the crazy good deal. And don't forget, reseller is only available during the launch. So this is not something I do all the time. But when I launch a product, I want to recoup my investment. So I make it an unbelievable offer because in the next 7 days, I'm going to be recouping all the investment that I've put in on iMimic. And after that, I'm going to do regular sales with it. So I will be selling it on a recurring, just like a regular SaaS business. What happens is because I do these crazy sales, I get all this initial capital. It pays off for my development. And of course, I don't have to go to a VC to get funding and all of that, crazy deals, crazy things. I just like to be bootstrapped. So this is my way to get early onboard customers, give you a crazy deal that you would not find anywhere else, and in turn be able to just pay off my development and then focus on long-term selling. So again, reseller is not something that I would sell later. All right, keep the questions coming in. Mark says, what is the longest video? Mark, it is 60 seconds. And if you want to make longer than that, I would recommend that you create multiple 60-second videos and then stitch them together, right? So do that and it's going to be okay. Carlos says, what kind of licenses can we offer to our customers? Carlos, you can offer both elite or pro level license. So you can actually give them a choice about what they want to buy. All right. So again, guys, ASUS got the product. Thank you for purchasing iMimic ASUS. Really appreciate it. John says, as a reseller, how much do we make? John, you get all the money. So when you sell the reseller licenses, you get to keep all the money, right? There is nothing that you need to pay me. So that's the advantage about it. You get to keep all the money that you make. It's all yours. Alan says, can it have a narrator whose face doesn't show? Alan, honestly, this is about virtual influencers. It's about creating digital twins. So I think showing the face is the prime feature that it has. And I don't have a version where the narrator doesn't have a face, So I guess not. That's not something we do. Francis says, do you have a training video that would show how to go through the process of establishing a new market? Francis, I have training that shows you how to use the product, how to create all sorts of content. All right, Chris got it. Okay, sure, got it. Okay, Pete Hancock is in. Thank you, Pete, for getting iMimic. Appreciate it, and I'm sure you will enjoy this product. Geoffrey says, Cyril, can a twin can also be a virtual influencer? Absolutely, Geoffrey, why not? Actually, digital twin is just another name for virtual influencer. And we want to clarify that a digital twin is of a real person, right? So it is a virtual influencer. The only difference is it is made based on a real person. Alan says, what are the maximum of avatars at one time that can appear and speak apart? Five, Alan, you can have up to 5 avatars that can have been a conversation. By the way, guys, the link to purchase is in the chat and it is also pinned on the top, and I'm putting it on the screen so you can see. This is the link. You can type it out on the page if you need to. This is the link to purchase. Make sure you go to this page and you will get to see the buy page right over here. So you can grab it from there. All right, John, which of the functions of the app does not require credits? John, it's all AI. You can't run AI without using AIs. So of course, you need to spend credits to get all the things done. You need to spend, like, a video is about 80 credits. So that's like eight cents of worth of credits. So I don't think there is something that should stop you from creating just because it costs credits, because AI will always cost money, right? Nothing is free. AI is of course the most expensive thing to run in the world. John says, which of the function? Okay, I already answered your question. Let's see what more question. What other questions we have? When does the 7 days start counting? Musa, not sure what the question is, because what 7 days? Carlos says, would you consider 4 payments? I can do that, Carlos. Zida, can you show us client's dashboard? Uh, Clients just see what you see. The only difference is they don't see all the other influencers. So the demo version is exactly what they see, but they don't see all the other influencers. So it's the same dashboard, Zida. Carl Story, would you paste the link again? I think Swati just did that. And Chris says, I'm all in. I got all the upgrades. Well, thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. And I'm sure you will really love the product. You will have fun creating your virtual influencer or your digital twin, and you will have a great time making money off it when you're ready to go. Awesome. So again, let's see the questions as they come in. I'm trying to scroll and find new questions. Gary says, can we use our own API keys? No, Gary, because this is multi-AI. Remember, we've got so many different AIs integrated. How many API keys can you get? Would you like to miss on a super AI that creates one particular aspect of it very well? That can't happen. I've tried that before. Logistically, it's a nightmare for my customers. They end up not being able to use the product. I think the product usability is a big question. If you're going to pay the AI companies, why not pay me and grab the same deal just with a lot more convenience without having to sign for 10 platforms? I don't think you need API keys, Gary. I really hate it when people ask me to put in API keys in their platform. I would rather just be able to click a button and get the results. Charles says, how long do I have to claim this webinar deal? Charles, this is the webinar. After the webinar's over, the first webinar deal is gone. The second webinar will happen tomorrow. There's going to be a new deal. It'll be slightly more expensive. Geoffrey says, can a digital twin be also a virtual influencer? Absolutely, Geoffrey. Charles, can you overlay text on your completed video? Charles, you can, but you don't, not through this product. So you will need to export it. You will need to take the video. You can bring it into any other product, maybe like Capcom or not Capcom. I think there is a product which starts with Cap or something. I don't remember the name of the product, but yeah, you can bring it into any editor and you can easily create that overlay effect of the text. Not a big deal. Luke, how many credits from each video? Luke, it can be as few as 80. Depending on the AI you use. Remember, some of the AIs are more expensive, some of the AIs are cheaper. I did not make the prices, but of course you get to pay for the AIs that you choose. We have the information in the app, so when you choose an AI, you will get an estimate of how many credits you would use, and then you can proceed if you like the number. Awesome. So we got more questions. Lot of amazing questions, guys. I'm gonna grab a quick drink of water. I've been speaking for a while. Paul says, can I buy just the pro package, not reseller? Paul, you will be able to buy the Elite and Pro version starting off tomorrow after 11 a.m. EST without the reseller. Vikash Kumar Jain took the deal. That's amazing, Vikash. I know you love my products. I think you're getting every single product that I've created in the last 4 months. I've seen you on every one of my webinars. Well, really appreciate you, Vikash, and I'm sure you will love this product too. John says, can you provide a link to the sales page? John, the sales page is not available today because the sales page will be available starting off at 11 a.m. tomorrow. So not available today. After the webinars, the webinar deal special will take you directly to the buy page. And after the webinars are over, I will start talking about the sales page, but then the best webinar deals will already be gone. All right, so scrolling. We got, hold on, the page just refreshed and I lost track. Okay, so Derek, so sorry if I missed earlier, but how do I ensure my referrer gets credit for affiliate link for my purchase? Derek, it's quite simple. When you go to the buy page, you will just scroll down to the bottom. You shall see the referrer's name. So the person who referred you, their name will be on this page at the bottom. So just look for the name, and if you see the name, you know that they will get the credit for it. I hope that answers your question. Mike says, can we upload audio from 11 Labs? Absolutely, Mike. Most of the places where you can, where it uses audio, there is a facility to upload audio. So you can either upload an audio that you generated with 11 Labs, or you can even upload audio that you recorded yourself. So in my demo, I actually showed off an audio that I recorded myself, but you can obviously also upload audio that you generated with 11 Labs. Okay, let me see. Keith says, if you wanted to create a 30-minute show online, what do you think is the best way to do that with iMimic? Keith, 30 minutes would require you to create a lot of little content videos. You could do that. You would need to create 30 different videos using the 60-minute feature. So I think that's possible. It requires a little bit of a manual work because you need to create 30 videos and then stitch them together in a video editor. But you could do that. Zida, will you offer longer form video in the future? Absolutely, Zida. The good thing about buying my products is that they're never dead on arrival. Like, I think 90% of the market stops the development after they make the sale. Well, that's when I just get started. So all the new AIs that I come in are gonna be in my product. Now, I launched a couple of video products earlier in the last few months, Vidacia and Freezer. And I can tell you that the people who bought the webinar deal there or any kind of deal on those software, they've been enjoying all the new AIs that are coming in. They're really loving the progress and the result from the apps. So my team always likes to work on the product, so you can expect a lot of improvements. Francis says, how many credits could you be using every time you spend 1 hour using the AI creation tool? Francis, the time spent is not relevant because in 1 hour you might be creating 5 videos, or in 1 hour you might be creating 10 videos. So depending on your productivity, the amount of credits charged is per video or per image. For an image, you would spend like negligible amounts, like 5 credits, sometimes 8 credits, sometimes 10 credits. So less than like 1/10 of a cent for many situations. And for more complicated AIs, you would spend more. So it all ranges from a very small number to maybe 1,000 credits, depending on the AI that you use. Luke says, do you recommend me a VPS? Well, Luke, we don't sell VPSs and this product doesn't require a VPS. Again, guys, if you get the deal today, please definitely tell me so that I can give you a shout out. I can give you a proper welcome into our family of software buyers, of Technic Force owners. There were 2 people in this room who did not have a product from me out of 141. Good to meet you, Zida and James Best. Of course, I remember your name now because you don't have my products, or you did not have my products, or I think everybody else did, which is great. John says, can you provide the link for the sales page? John, starting tomorrow. And Charles, you got the name right. CapCut it is, right? Not Capcom. Uh, absolutely right. A lot of people helping me out there. Appreciate you. Carl says, I'm in. Congratulations, Carl, and welcome to iMimic. I'm sure you will love this. Luke says, how much for the pro version? Luke, the pro version is going to be $97 after the webinar. But to grab pro, you have to, sorry, not after the webinar, after the launch, sorry. To grab pro, you have to grab elite first. So you just can't buy pro directly. So the cost is going to be higher than that. John says, can you demo creating a video by asking a question and having the AI create the content? John, let me understand what you see here. I'm okay to create a live demo. Do you guys want to see a live demo? Okay, so there are questions that I will skip a bit. How many of you guys want to see a live demo of iMimic? Give me a yes in the chat if you want to see a live demo of iMimic. Kurt says yes. John, yes. Michael, yes. Gary, yes. Charles, yes. Okay, a lot of people want to see. Hank says yes. But that's great, Hank. Francis says, I do not think I ever acquired a product from you. Well, Francis, you gave me a reason to give you a great offer on iMimic that we have today. A lot of people want to see a live demo. So I'm going to do that. Let me just grab a drink of water again. Getting thirsty. By the way, Alan is in. Hi, Alan. Welcome to the iMimic family. I appreciate you. And you got everything. That's great. That's amazing. You got the extra reseller bump. You got the sellers page. You also got the 50K credit bump. Well, that's amazing, right? So appreciate it. And thank you so much. All right, guys. So you see my screen, and this is iMimic account. This is my digital twin right here. I think I do better with digital twins than in real life. I probably look better in the images that are created by the AI. So all of these things, all of these images were created using using iMimic, and I think I showed you the demo. Some of these images were actually created inside the demo itself. So we got videos too, we've got images too. So all of these things. So let's take a look at some of the workflows live with you guys. Derek is in. That's great. Congratulations, Derek. Let's get started by creating a photograph. So I'm gonna use, we got all of these different AIs. I actually like Seedream very much. Seedream is a new AI. It's super, super affordable and also very, very amazing results. So guys, I need an idea of how you would like me to be in this image. So I'm gonna take up the first idea from you guys. Give me in chat of what you want to be, what you want me to be doing in the image. Yes, Charles, you can create a celebrity twin. Absolutely, you can. Flying like Superman. Wow, that's interesting. I never flew like Superman before, but I could do that. It's going to be a little bit unrealistic. I thought you would ask me to be in a business meeting, but I could fly in a Superman. And Michael says talking with someone. Okay, so the man is flying like Superman and he is talking to an alien. Yeah, I'm talking to an alien. They are above the New York skyline. Make sure to close up on the people, on the persons or people, whatever. So you can then select from a primary image. Like I can use one of my images as a source image. So I've been using this image very often. I will continue using this. And then you can decide what size you want for the image. I will go for landscape and just click on generate. And it takes about 20 to 30 seconds. Eating my mobile phone, well, Mark, that's a bit morbid, I would say. At least BV wants me to surf waves. I like that. Charles wants me to get into a Lambo. I like that too. Zida says the alien is Elon Musk. I missed that, Zida. I could have done that, but it's already creating. Kerry snowboarding. Maybe we'll do this one later. Hey there, look at this. I'm flying like Superman and I'm talking to an alien and the close-up is on the face. Now, isn't this exactly what we wanted, guys? So, well, this is maybe probably not something I would use on LinkedIn, but this is the kind of example of the kind of images that it can do, right? How about we make this image talk? Would you like for me to make this image talk? Would you like me to convert this into a talking video? Carl says yes. Charles, yes. Michael, yes. Okay, so just to tell you, video generation takes a little time, so we're going to be a little bit patient. We're going to use the photo to video, and this one doesn't have audio, so we're going to use photo to video with audio. This one. And we're going to use Kling AI. So I'm just putting in something funny. Did I get the spelling of trespassing wrong? Yes, I did. So we're going to select an image, the fresh image that we created. We're going to just click on this, select it, click on done. And you can again choose what aspect ratio you want. You can choose the resolution if it's available, depending on the AI. I think a 5-second video is fine. And you can just click on generate video. Wait a few seconds and you will be able to get it. By the way, yes, you can import your own character, Alan, and you can import your own images too. So yeah, that's absolutely possible. So while it generates, I'm going to answer some questions. John says, looking for an example of creating a 30-second video on how to wash a car. John, you could get started by creating a visual of somebody washing a car, and then you could go to, there is this feature in here, influencer. You could go to this workflow, spokesperson video audio file. You can have a little recorded audio MP3 of 30 seconds that's guiding people on how to do it, and use this AI fabric. Fabric is supporting 60-second videos, so it can give you really good results. So this is my input to you, John, exactly how to create that. By the way, guys, yeah, Mike Alien can talk. We're going to find out very soon. By the way, guys, remember, you need to tell me if you get this product today. I need to find out from you guys that you got it so that I can give you a shout out. All right, next, are there any tools I do not need in the bundle if I was to use the platform for my own venture? Francis, I think my tools are amazing and all of them are helpful. If you think you want to replace one of the tools, you could do that. But otherwise, I would say just start using them. Mike says I got it. Well, thank you, Mike, and congratulations. I appreciate you. I'm really glad you got it today, and I'm sure you will enjoy it because you got it at the best price too. So yeah, it's gonna take like 2-3 minutes to do the video, so we'll have a talk till then. Do you have a roadmap? Chris, I never like to put my roadmaps in public, but I do have a roadmap. I have plans for it, and I'm always listening to the customers. You know what? I launched Cohortia last month, and Vikas was one of the customers. He gave me a bunch of good suggestions, and my guys actually built some of them. He came to me and told me, Cyril, I like some of the changes that your guys have done, but here is some more input, and could you get also that also done, please? So I talked to my guys. We discussed those plans, and we are already building even more new stuff in Cohortia. That's how I like to operate. I don't have a.
This is our property.
Hey, check this out. The video is done.
You can't be flying here. This is our property.
You're trespassing!
You can't be flying here. This is our property.
You're trespassing!
Can you hear the audio, guys? By the way, just to remind you, the video is perfect. There is no problem in the lip sync. It is, if there is a difference you saw, it's because of the lag. But we generated this video right away.
Flying here. This is our property.
You're trespassing!
So you can create videos that feature you. You can create this in a serious situation. You can have a little talk with one of your own, teammates, or you could have a message to the audience. Like, let's say you're making a video for a local electrician company. You could grab that guy's photo, have him say something to the camera, and that could be a part of the longer video. So that's an example use case, right? So yeah, you could do crazy stuff. I'm going to show you some more stuff maybe. We saw the photograph. We saw the photo with the audio. You can also do multi-characters. Somebody was asking me here, can you have multiple characters? And of course you can. Like, I've got a virtual influencer called Samantha here, and I've got Cyril Gupta. So you can actually have multiple characters just by clicking on them. So, you can just click and you can then combine them in any situation you want, in an office, in the beach, whatever you want, right? So pretty easy. All right, so let's see. Hank says, can we use our own voice? Guess what, Hank? You can. How about I show it to you? What do you think about that? So yeah, I'm going to show you now a video where I'm using my voice, which is pre-recorded. So here we've got a workflow that says spokesperson video with audio file. So just click on that, and then you can select an image. I'm going to select one of my ready-made images. I think this one is pretty cool. I've got a funny expression over here, I think. I'm going to grab this one. Now, interestingly, I have an audio file from one of my affiliate partners that I talked to. Oh, I've got this one, Cyril Audio. I'm going to use that and say it, whatever prompt you want, because it's speaking from the audio. I'm not going to, if you want, you can actually control the expressions, control the body language, put the directions in here. Here's the audio. I really love this phone. This is my favorite phone, and everybody should only use this phone. So it's about a phone. I don't have a phone in the picture, but let's see what the AI does. All you need to do is click on generate video. So we're going to see that your audio, Hank, just like you asked me, can we use our own voice? Well, we'll find out soon, Hank. Zita says, can we voice clone? Zita, you can. I've got, in fact, a breakthrough technology in here. I'm going to show it to you right now. So when you go to influencers, you can go to settings and you can go to voice settings, and you will see here Quen Audio. So Quen Audio is breakthrough technology that was launched just 10 days ago, and you can clone your voice here with very, very high quality. So if you click here, you got options to clone your voice. You can just upload an audio file like this one. I really love this. And you can just say generate preview. And now when you save it, your cloned voice will be saved. And guess what? You can go into influencer again, and there is a workflow here that says text to audio. So any text that you put in over here, because our voice is not saved yet, we'll be saving it soon. Any text that you put in over here, you can generate it in your own cloned voice, and then you can use that voice clip to make a video. Absolutely right. How do you like that? Uh, Zeda, right? That's exactly what you wanted. Well, I got it because I make products that I actually want to use, that I use myself. It's not something that I just want to sell. I think about these things. I think about all the different. Okay, let's listen to this. Hello, this is a test of my voice. How realistic is that? Can you imagine? I'm speaking to you right now, and this is the cloned voice that we just made. Hello, this is a test of my voice. What do you think, Hank? What do you think, Zida? Is this my voice or not? Hello, this is a test of my voice. It's got the style down there. So you can just save it. And now, you could come here and we're going to reload. Now you can put in any text. Like I put in text like this. We're using Quen. Quen is crazy technology, guys. I got to tell you, 11 Labs is now dead. They've been charging a lot of people a lot of money. They're dead. Hey guys, thanks for attending the webinar. I love you all. It's got the Indian accent down there. Come on. Hey guys, thanks for attending the webinar. I love you all. So you're going to be able to use this audio now in a video. So I think one of my videos would already be done. Maybe this one is still happening. So what you can do is I will show you. Go here. We're going to create video from audio file, and you can select an image like this one. Let's use this one. And there is an option select from generated audio. So we created this clone earlier. Hey guys, thank you for attending the webinar. I love you all. That was the text. I love this. You can click it. This is my favorite phone, and everybody should only use. By the way, this video is ready. This phone. That is what I have to say. I really love this phone. This is my favorite phone, and everybody should only use this phone. That is what I have to say. So in this case, I was using my audio file. So think about it. Isn't that crazy? I've got more crazy stuff for you guys. I know you love good products, and I just feel good about showing you a good product that I create. It's always fun. So we got this. Did I miss something? Yeah, I missed a prompt. So I'm not going to put in a lot of details, but click on generate video. What we are doing here is we are using cloned voice, my cloned voice. Hey guys, thanks to make a video, to make an image talk. So yeah, that's it. This is crazy technology, and iMimic, like I told you earlier, has everything that you need to create a complete world for this influencer, right? It's not just creating one part of it. You can do pretty much everything. So while we wait for this video to create, I'm going to answer more questions, guys. So Leo says, can the text to audio function read a book manuscript to create an audiobook? Leo, this is not an audiobook product. This is an avatar. This is a influencer product. I did not make an audiobook feature in that. But if you want to make your avatar read a book, you could do that. All right. So I hope that answers the question. Francis, if I jump on this offer and add the other options, what else will I realize I need to get? Francis, this is all inclusive. What's the meaning of all inclusive? You don't need to get anything else. This is it. This is it. I don't have any more upsells beyond this, what I showed you. Again, this is why I have 4.9 stars. Check this out. Technique Force. If you Google my company, our business, on Technique on Google, you've got 4.9 stars from all these beautiful people, all these amazing people who cared enough to leave me a review. So newest review, like 5 stars. They had a problem, we sorted it out. Best software and service, perfect attention, excellent products. People love the products that we create. And I think if you go on Trustpilot, check out the reviews here. 98 reviews, 4.6 stars. And Marcos says Mahesh was helpful extraordinarily. Communication is a good thing. Support with Sendster, they needed support. We got it done for them. My experience with Technic Force were resolved. Great support, great backup. I can't say enough positive things. Maybe one unhappy customer for some reason. So yeah, this is the
Hey
kind of
guys,
business we do
thanks for
here.
attending the webinar.
Check
I
this.
love you all. Hey guys, thanks for attending the webinar. I love you all. Hey guys, thanks for attending.
So in this video, nothing was mine. The voice wasn't mine, the image wasn't mine, and the video wasn't mine. Think about that. It's really crazy what iMimic can achieve for you. All right, so Bruce, how many credits are there? There are 50,000 credits in the deal, Bruce. By the way, guys, if you get this product today, I need a shout out from you. I need you to tell me in the chat so that I can give you a shout out and I can welcome you to the family, right? So just make sure you inform me if you get the product today. Leo says we need you to create a product for audiobooks. Leo, I am sure eventually I will create it. Thanks for telling me about what you need, and I will see what I can do in the future. All right, so Keith says, when will this be in the reward store? Keith, after the launch. Geoffrey, Cyril, let's see a business case where two people are discussing the rental of a 2-3 bedroom furnished with a balcony. Geoffrey, you could absolutely do that. But I'm gonna be stopping the personal demo here now. But yeah, you could make a video image of two people and then you could make a conversation very easily. You can even make the conversation in your own voice. Mark says, can we create a video from a profile photo and place it over a photo in the background? I don't really understand the question mark somehow. Chris says, I missed the bonuses. Chris, there are no bonuses. The product is there along with all-inclusive deal. Guys, would you like me to go through the deal again? Did you come in late, some of you? Charles says, I bet that 4% stars bothers you, Chris. Cyril, I know how much your business means to you. Charles, I would love to get the rest of the 0.4 stars. You bet. On Google, I have 4.9 stars, and I can tell you 4.9 stars bothers me. I would like to get that 0.1 back. And yeah, we're trying to do the best that we can. All of our guys are working very hard, and we want to make sure that we give the best products to our customers. And of course, that is what we like to do. Kurt says, I'm so glad you showed the voice cloning. All right, I think it's scrolled up a little bit. Temp, can this create videos in other languages? I need Gujarati and Punjabi. Temp, actually, you can put up your own audio in Gujarati or Punjabi and it can do that. I understand that the first 3 seconds of a video is crucial to get traction. Nitro Bundle addresses that. Well, Francis, you have complete control over the script. So just start off with a strong hook. Musa, especially the reseller add-ons, you wanna see this offer, right? Gary says this is your best product yet. Thank you, Gary. I think this is a pretty good product. I really love some of my other products too. I really appreciate that you think it's my best product. Okay, so I'm gonna go through the offer again a little bit, just to remind you guys what you get today. So you get the iMimic Elite offer, you get the Pro upgrade, which unlocks everything, unlocks all the features, all the AIs, unlimited avatars, unlimited influencers, unlimited daily creations. You get the reseller, which gives you 70 licenses to sell. It's an upside of up to $14,000 easily. You get Freezer Pro, you get Mighty Memes, and yes, you get multiple languages, Musa. Mark says, can I take a profile photo, create a digital twin, and then make that person speak in front of another background photo? Yes, Mark, you can do that. Absolutely, yes. So this is all the different options in the deal. Today's special price, $267, lifetime deal. And then you also have the opportunity to buy 50K credits, 140K, 140 extra licenses. And you can also grab the seller's pack, which is $39. It's a super good price. Swati is dropping the message helpfully. I think I should pin that. Combine that message in one message, Swati, and drop me separately. I will pin that. If you get the product today, guys, remember to tell me so that I can give you a shout out. Musa, please drop me the questions again. I will be happy to answer your questions. Francis, how long has the iMimic product been on the market? Francis, today is the first day. I mean, the people who got it today are the first customers. I just launched it right now. You're on the launch webinar, Francis. The first launch webinar, in fact. So welcome to iMimic. All of you guys, if you got more questions from me, please drop the questions in the chat and I will be happy to answer. If anyone wants to see the demo video again, let me know. I will play the demo video and you can take a look. I can answer the questions on chat till then. Musa says, if I purchase the reseller, can I change the logo from you to mine? No, Musa, it's not a white label. It's a reseller. You get to sell iMimic. I get to even help you with the sales process. So you can sell. My guys will provide the support if your customers need help. And it's a hands-free process for you, but there is no relabeling. Charles, can I buy extra licenses? Charles, not after the webinar, not after the launch, 7-day launch period. So please get all the licenses you need right now. We are giving you the 140 bump today. If you want to get more than 140, you can just tell my team in support. We have a page which can let you buy more than 140 licenses, but not after the 7-day launch period. Musa says, does the product video render smoothly without wasting credits? Well, you know what, Musa, 1500 is $1.5. So if something like that happens, usually we do our best to make the products as smooth as possible. If you lose credits, all you need to do is create a support ticket, tell my team you did something that lost you credits. We can probably bring you back the credits that you lost. But just to remind you, on Buy Videsia, in the last 4 months or 5 months, over 10,000 videos have been created with Videsia. Over 10,000 videos. I think a lot of people have made a lot of money from it. Every day I see new content created by it. This morning I was taking a look and there was somebody who was creating a video on Roman legions, Roman army. I was impressed by the concept, what they were trying to do. So a lot of people are creating amazing content with Videsia. Please use the tools to create content, use the tools to target niches. I don't think you will be thinking about $1.5 when you're getting like 100 times back. If you need help with any of my products, just let me know. Leo says, what is the max length in minutes that Freezer can generate? Leo, that's 45 minutes. It can make videos of up to 45 minutes. Bruce says, do we get our own payment link? Bruce, you can create your own payment link in PayPal. We don't stop you from selling any way you want. So yeah, you can sell any way you want. Musa says, I love Videsia. I'm glad you like Videsia, Musa. We are just working to make it even better. We just added Sea Dream to it so you can create some pretty realistic videos with it. Crazy stuff coming to it even more in the future. So yeah, guys, this is where you get it. If you want to get the product, the link is on the screen. So remember, this is where you get it. And if you got more questions from me, let me know. I'll be happy to answer the questions. It's been 2 hours since we've been running this webinar. I know a bunch of you are already tired. Maybe for some of you, it might be very late. Nat Mystery says, can I create a visual chatbot? Nat, this is not meant for creating chatbot. It's meant for creating content. So you can put it on your website as a chatbot. It's meant for creating content. You can create content with it. Musa says, do you guys use Microsoft Teams? No, Musa, we use a product that we created ourselves. It's called PeopleBots. So we use PeopleBots for the support and the chat. For the chat support, it's a product that we created ourselves. That's one thing, guys. You will find that all of the all of my people, we use every single product that we use in this company. We created it. So whether it's the help support system, that's ours. Our uh, our chat support system is also created by us, and we've got the GDPR system also created by us. So pretty much every single product that we use is created by ourselves, and that I think is an important factor that shows you that we always stand by our products. Okay, so Musa says, how come your team is chatting with me using Microsoft Teams? Musa, we use Microsoft Teams for tech support follow-up. So when you go to my website and do live chat, you will be chatting on PeopleBots. But if we need to create a room for you and to give you support with one of my technicians, we do that on Microsoft Teams because it's more convenient. We have not created a software to create rooms. So this is something we use Teams for. I hope that answers your question. By the way, guys, if you get this product today, don't forget to give me a little note in the chat so that I can give you a shout out. A lot of you guys got this product today. I'm really, really, really happy, and I appreciate all of you people who have got it. And I think maybe it's time to wrap up the webinar if you have no more questions for me. Mark says, I'm in. Well, congratulations, Mark, and good to have you here. Thank you so much for getting iMimic today. Francis, how do you address an apparent common issue of rendering time? Francis, I just showed you some renders. It takes 30 seconds to render images and about 3 to 4 minutes to render videos. That's not a lot. Kerry says, is this software also good for brand new marketers? Absolutely, Kerry, it is. Musa, I will get it tomorrow. Thank you, Musa. I will welcome you in tomorrow then. Kurt says, thanks for the great webinar. Appreciate it. The 7 days started counting today, Musa. Francis, okay. Bruce is in too. Congratulations, Bruce, and good to have you there. Appreciate you. Awesome, guys. So thank you for a great webinar, great questions, and thank you for being a very attentive and positive audience. I really loved it. And I will be back again with a live webinar tomorrow. So if you want to join me on tomorrow's webinar, it's starting at 10 a.m. EST. So see you there if you come back. Leo says, which freezer version is in this bundle? It's Freezer Pro, so you got the full version, best version. William Hammond says, can I create a 45-minute video? Yes, with Freezer you can. Ken, thanks for everything you do. Thank you so much, Ken. Zida, thanks, Cyril. Welcome to iMimic, Zida. Carlos, thank you for this product. Appreciate it. Carl says, it took you long enough. I've been waiting on this all week. Well, Carl, that was the date we fixed. So I guess I had to show up today. Captain Success, I plan to purchase. Awesome. Thank you so much, Captain Success. And I guess that's it, folks. Appreciate you. And I will be back later. Thank you so much for the webinar. See you later. This is Cyril Gupta signing off. All right, so today I'm going to show you iMimic, the all new breakthrough software that will let you create virtual influencers and digital twins. Yes, you can create a virtual influencer that is absolutely custom made by you, and you can put them in any situation you want, create photographs, create videos, endorse products, absolutely use them for any commercial purpose. And virtual influencer is a growing industry worth billions right now. And the second thing that you can do with it, create a digital twin of yourself. Well, that is much in demand. All the CXOs, business owners, they want digital twins so that they can be on Instagram, on Facebook, and all the other networks with content every day without having to create it manually. So let's take a look. Right now, I've got 2 influencers in here. Samantha, that is a virtual influencer, which means to say this person is not really existing out of the software. And the second thing is my own digital twin. So I'm going to show you how to create them, how to use them, and how to do absolutely mind-blowing stuff. Let's get started. So with iMimic, you can create virtual influencers for social media, and you can convert a few of your original images, like I put in some over here, into endless amount of content for social media. You can do things like create a new photograph, create photographs with multiple characters, create photographs with a product in hand or around, convert photographs to videos, create spokesperson videos where you have text scripts and your character, which could be me, will read out that content. Then you can also change the audio from a video. Yes, you can put in a video of you speaking or your virtual character speaking and just change the audio, and the lip sync will automatically match. You can modify a video. You can bring in a video, change clothes, change the scenario, do anything you want. You can also create spokesperson videos with an audio file. So put in an image and an audio file and you will have a live spokesperson video. You can create conversation videos of two characters talking. You can do motion control, so you can do viral TikTok dances if you want to, and you can convert text to audio. So build up a voice for yourself and you can convert text to audio, then use it in your videos. And you can also create posts for Facebook, Instagram, X, or LinkedIn. Excited to find out how? Let's get started and create a new photograph with Creative Photo Workflow. All right, so I've described the kind of photo I want, just me in a coffee shop, and then I will just select from one of my existing photographs. I'll go for this one. I like this photo. Click on done, and then you can select the size of the photograph that you want. For this one, I will go for a landscape size photograph, and then I just click on generate and wait a few seconds. Check this out. This is exactly what I wanted. Me sitting in a coffee shop with a laptop in front of me, looking at the camera. And look at the detail. This is exactly what I am looking like, right? It's not looking like an AI generated photo at all, but you can go one step above this. You can change anything about the photo that you want. For example, let's say I want to change the way I'm dressed. He is wearing a blue shirt with collars. For example, a blue formal shirt, I think that's what it's called. And you just click on generate again and wait a few seconds. Check this out now. Now I'm wearing a formal shirt inside my jacket. Now imagine using this for your LinkedIn or Instagram. If you got clients or you yourself are a CXO or a business owner, you can create unlimited content for your LinkedIn this way, right? Let's go back. I've created a set of different images using this, and I can post to my Instagram or LinkedIn or Facebook all day without having to worry about posing, without having to worry about camera work, and without investing time. But that's not all, because there is so much more. Let's look at the next one. You can have a photograph where you are posing multiple characters together. So remember, I created a virtual character called Samantha. Well, I can pose her with me. So I'm going to select a photo of me and Samantha, and I'm going to pose us together. So let's do that right now. Here I am. I'm just going to put us in a seminar. So I want to be writing something while the woman is working on her laptop. So again, just click on generate AI photos and choose the size that you want. I think for this one too, I want the landscape ratio. Click on generate and wait a few seconds. Check this out. This is exactly what we wanted, and you can see how well the faces have been retained. This is me and the lady is looking just like herself. So you can create images not just with your individual characters, but you can create a universe of characters and you can have them interact with each other, virtual or real. Think about the possibilities. You can interact with celebrities, you can interact your virtual character with famous people, or you can put yourself in any situation you want. And that opens so many business possibilities. You can see all the images that I created earlier over here down below. And let's go back and check out more features. Next, I told you that you can have photographs of you or your character posing with products. Now let's take a look at that. So this time I actually want to show off a phone. You can see I've written a description that's kind of promoting the phone, and I can type about the product. I can tell the AI about the product. So it's just a Samsung phone. And then you can select the image that you want to use. This time, let me use this one. It's a different image, different person. And I'm going to upload a product image from my computer. It's just a regular phone. And just click on generate photograph. Check this out. This is the image generated by iMimic. Well, that is absolutely on spot. the shirt, the pants, and it's got my face down right perfectly. It's exactly the image you would want to use if you are promoting a product and you are the CEO. Well, let's go back and see even more features, because what is next? You can convert any photo to a video. Let's take a look at that. You got a number of different AIs that you can use, like Kling, Van, VO, Sedan, so many more, and the new ones will come in just like I told you earlier. Now in this video, I want to have some product endorsement, and I'm going to select an image that I already have. You can see these are the images that I have. What about this image? I kind of like this image for a product promotion. You can of course load more if you want to. There are so many more images that I have that I created earlier, but I will go with this one. Click on done, and now you can select the ratio you want. This time I want 9:16, and then just click on generate video. Check this out. Let's play the video. You can use these clips in a longer video or even post them as is on social media. So that is image to video. And again, don't forget about the multiple AIs. Every AI can give you unique and different results. Now let's create spokesperson video where we actually speak some text. So this time I'm going to do something else. Click on select image and let's figure out which image we want to use. How about this one this time? Click on done. And we are using VO 3.1 this time. You can also use Grok or Sora. Let's use Grok in fact. And it's a square image, so you want the square output, and a 5-second video will do. Click on generate video and then just let iMimic do its job.
Now this is the phone you should have. Now this is the phone you should have.
Check this out. So this is what's been created by Grok, and of course you can use the other AIs too, and as new technology comes in, you will see it first inside of iMimic. Let's continue the journey, and this time we will create a speaking video from an audio file. So let's put in a prompt, a little bit of information over here. I put in some direction, then you want to select an image from over here. Let's find an image that we can use. Okay, I will use this one this time, the landscape one. Click on done. We've got the image over here. Now we want to use some audio. So we're going to upload an audio file. Now, if you have generated audio inside of iMimic, you can select that too, but I have not generated anything. So we're going to generate an audio file. We have this audio. Let's play it. I really love this phone. This is my favorite phone, and everybody should only use this phone. All right. So I'm going to upload this audio file from my computer. In downloads, I've got it here, the MP3 file. It's uploaded, and I just click on generate video and wait a few seconds. Check this out. I really love this phone. This is my favorite phone, and everybody should only use this phone. That is what I have to say. So I really love this phone. So I created a video with my own custom audio playing, and the lip sync matches perfectly. And you know what? You can create clips of up to 60 seconds, a minute long in length with this. Imagine the possibilities. Similarly, you can also change audio from video. Yes, you can replace an audio file and have perfect lip sync. You can also modify the videos using AI and change things like the dress of the person or the appearance of the person, or change the background in absolutely seamless manner. We already saw audio file turning into a video, replacing a video. Next, you can even create a conversation between your characters. Let's try to check that out. So I made this image earlier where we have the two people sitting around on a table, and I just converted it to a video, and I want to show you the results. Check this out.
This is a great conference.
Yeah, glad we came here.
So imagine that you can have two people talking in a video from an image, and look at this wall of content that I have created that I can use all over the internet, right? So if I'm a CTO, which of course I am actually, I can just power my social media without having to do all this work, right? I would love that. Anybody would love that. Next, we have a lot more. We have motion control, so you can actually have your characters doing things, and you can make those viral videos. Do you remember that dance video which went viral on TikTok some time ago? Well, you could do that for yourself. So we're going to use Kling for this one, and we're going to use image as a source. Processing mode can be standard. I will keep the original sound, and I will let this be. So I'm going to select the character image. I think I will go for this one. And from AI video, I'm going to upload a new video. I actually had a video that I found earlier, viral dance, this one. Let's take a little bit of a look at the original first. You get the message, right? Now let's take a look at what we got using. Wow, I couldn't have done this on my own, but with iMimic, absolutely you can. Next, you can convert text to audio. So yes, you can build a voice inside of iMimic for your character, and then you can convert text to audio, and you can take that audio and convert it into a video. So that's an entire workflow out there. But that's not all. You can even create Facebook posts, Instagram posts, X posts and LinkedIn posts. I'm talking about the text content for your virtual influencer. And let me just give you a bit of a background. When you create your influencer for the first time, you will give it a name like John Smith and click on submit. And then you can put in more details like the age of the influencer, the profession, and the personality details. You can describe what kind of clothing they wear. You can put in a voice for them, select a voice from a ready-made system, or even design your own voice using Quen, right? So you can create a custom voice for your character. Then you can upload images. And what happens is, based on all that information that you put in, iMimic is going to create a profile for your characters, and then when you create posts, they will match the profile. And iMimic even keeps an account of all the content that you created earlier, just like a very smart agent, and keeps creating new content that is in sync. So let's try to create a Facebook post for this character. And by the way, you have the option to enhance existing content, and you can even summarize some content if you want to. You can get new topics as suggestion and even find fresh topics from news, right? So it's got a lot of potential. So again, let's create a new post on an entrepreneurship topic. So you give it some instructions. You've got models like GPT, Claude, Gemini, or Grok, all the top end models. Then click on generate, and in a few seconds you will get the post. You got the post right over here. You can copy it, pair it off with the image that you created earlier using iMimic, and you have a very nice post that people will like to see, people will like to read. And all you needed to put in was like 2 minutes of your time. If you're running an agency, this can be a real time saver. And of course, you can do the same whether it's an X post or a LinkedIn post, and all the content that you create will be available in the timeline in a nice little wall, so you can go back and check all the content that you created earlier. And you can see a little bit of a trends about how many posts or what kind of content you created over the time. So this is iMimic. It's a very, very amazing product if you want to create an influencer or a digital twin influencer like Samantha, which is a virtual influencer, can be promoting anything. You can choose any gender, any age, and of course, make a digital twin of yourself or your clients if you want to. If you get iMimic, I'll see you inside. This is Cyril Gupta signing off.